Welcome to Jigsaw Geek. So today I'm going to talk about doing this 1,000 piece Travel the World puzzle. This puzzle came with a poster because the art on the box, which is really nice, doesn't encompass the whole puzzle. In fact, it goes over the sides and the bottom. This is a really nice puzzle. The pieces are plastic, and I'm not a big fan of plastic puzzles, but I'm going to have to say that this puzzle won me over because the pieces just fit together so smoothly. I'm wondering if the other puzzles that I had were like this too, and I'm just getting used to the plastic pieces. I don't know. But this puzzle was an absolute joy to put together, even tactilely. I mean, there's not much to say. I'll have the time lapse and I'll talk about putting the puzzle together. But if you ever come across this puzzle, it's really worth doing. Here we go with this really long time lapse. I actually filmed the entire process of this. And here you see me using my new trays to sort all the pieces. And those are the edge pieces. I really like those trays because I can put all the pieces out without taking up all the space. So you can see I got the border pretty much done. And then I went right for the letters of the destinations. You know, the different lettering, I think, really grounds it. And they use the poster a lot here just to place the letters where they belong. And after I get the lettering done, I always love doing lettering, by the way, in puzzles. But after I get the lettering done, then I'm going to be going back to the way I believe a puzzle should be done, where you're going by shape and by color. I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I really do, or I have been using the puzzle posters a lot since I started my YouTube channel, but it really is a time saver. But putting pieces in by color and shape, background image, I think really is a fun and satisfying way to do a puzzle, more so than relying on the poster. But I mean, both are valid. So you can see me, working on all the different squares or rectangles in the puzzle, and slowly but surely filling in the different ones. You could see I did a lot of the reds and the oranges first, and then I go for the blues and the greens. But little by little, I'm filling in, and I pretty much got all of the central Paris image first. But like I said, little by little, I think I'm running out of things to say. So let's just go ahead, and you're going to see me piece by piece get this puzzle done. And then after this, I have a short video where I zoom in on each of the squares, the different parts of the puzzle. So you're going to be able to see that as well. As you're looking at that, which destinations have you actually been to, and which one would you like to go to? I've actually never been to Paris. I'd love to go to Paris. Okay, here we go. I'm done with the puzzle, so now I'm going to be zooming in. As you can see, like this puzzle really is gorgeous when it comes to colors. And I was really surprised, I think I mentioned this in my other part of the video, that the puzzle pieces really fit together well. For a plastic puzzle, I was really surprised. So not only did I have these gorgeous colors to work with, but putting the puzzle pieces together really was a satisfying experience. Yeah, I mean, look at that Hong Kong one is just gorgeous. And I think I'm done chatting, so I'm just gonna let this end. The next puzzle that I'm going to do is this 500 piece Halloween puzzle. I have about 6 or 8 500 piece puzzles. They're fast, and I want to free up some space for boxes, and I've done so many difficult puzzles in a row that I'm just gonna slam a few of these 500-piece puzzles out and feel a sense of accomplishment. Now, I had a training at school on Zoom today, and while I was listening to the training, I actually separated the pieces already, and I separated the edge, and I actually put the edge pieces together. So in the next video, you're gonna see me probably jumping right into filling in the middle. So what did I listen to as I was doing this puzzle? I finished the third book in the Kristin Lavransdatter trilogy of books by Sigrid Undset, who won the Nobel Prize. I really liked the first book, and I really liked the third book. The second book was good too, but there was a lot of politics in the middle, and that came to something, but because, I'm not from that area and from that time period, I didn't know the kings that they were talking about and, the loyalties. And, basically I was ignorant of the politics. That doesn't mean it was bad. And it led up to something that was really important in the book. So it definitely had to be there, and it had repercussions throughout the rest of the books. The other two books, or the second book and the third book, I really enjoyed getting a window into someone else's life from a different part of the world and a different time period. And then I also started reading or listening to a sci-fi book, which I'm going to flash on the screen. This book is really hard to categorize, and so I'm not going to go ahead and explain it here. I'll explain it in my Friday night chat, but it's a weird book. I think I have 2 hours left. It's a real short book. It's a 6-hour book, and I think I need to hear the ending to make sense of the rest of the book. So as always, I want to thank all of you for the support, and any comments that you leave are always greatly appreciated.